Yo, we are back right here on Focus Radio. This is not only a radio, it's not only a podcast, but also a radio show, too, ladies and gentlemen. This is the B.O.C.H podcast, and that means bringing our children home. And what we do is bring awareness to the missing community right here on Focus Radio. So some cases are cold, meaning that the person hasn't been found. And that could be a very long time. Some of these cases are months old. Some of these cases are maybe days, months. Days, weeks, months, and unfortunately years. So what we do here, man, is we try to just keep these names alive because you never know. Someone may have a change of heart and may have seen something or may know of something, or that actual person that maybe was involved in some of these cases may eventually speak out. So that's what we do right here on Focus Radio, man, just keeping the names alive of the missing. And once again, I want to say thank you to everyone that takes the time out and share these flyers. Now, I also want to speak on some of these flyers. Now, some of these flyers are reoccurring flyers, so you have to read up. So what I started doing now, man, I actually go and I'll Google their name and type that name in. So if I seen that flyer one time, I didn't see it again after that, I'm going to go type that name in because I want to see maybe if these people were found. And sometimes they'll tell you if the person was found. Sometimes you'll see a red mark going through the flyer and it'll say found. And that's usually in the DC cases. So with that being said, when reporting someone missing, make sure you're giving the police department a clear description, the last known place where you've seen them, and you think they may have been, a frequently place that they may have go to that you know of. Make sure it's a description on the color of the shirt, pants, shoes, anything that you can remember, and more so to give them a recent picture of this person. And then also, man, within 24 hours, that's when you can report someone missing, especially adults, because they don't really, I would say, those cases, look into those cases like first as far as immediately because they are adults, but things happen to adults too, as we know. So keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you do all of those things when reporting someone missing, but more so, make sure that you can get a flyer, an official flyer from the police department. Some of these flyers, your flyer got to be official. Like, we got to really know, like, okay, this is the number to call. Like, make it official, when you reporting someone missing. Some people don't know how to go about that. The police department can give you flyers, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you keep that in mind, okay? So, 16-year-old Kimani, 16 years old Kiamani Cook has been located she was missing from the 100 block of Michigan Avenue. You can go back to my Facebook page. You'll see on top of Kiamani's Cook's flyer, you'll see that I shared it again, but when I shared it the second time, I put found over top of that so people can know she has been found. Now, the thing about Cook's case was I actually seen other flyers once I Googled her name. Seems to be Cook has maybe ran away from home before, because there's no way that she's going to continuously just keep missing unless she's running away. So, like I say, it's on different levels. Maybe as far as the weekend type of thing, it's COVID-19. There is no school, so who knows, man? So pay attention to your children. And I know it's hard because you're at work if you're still working essential and they're home. But please pay attention to your children. I'm not saying I don't know what happened in this case, but I did happen to look her name up. And I've seen so many missing flyers with Kiamani Cook's name on it. Okay? But she was found, which is a great thing. Also, we have another 16-year-old. I don't know what's going on. I don't know this 16-year-old thing, man. I don't know. It's crazy. Nakia Halston, Missing from, this is just in today, missing from Kettering, Lago area of Marlboro, Maryland, since May 3rd, 2020, at her home. She went missing from her home. She's from Washington, D.C. She's an African-American female, dark complexion, 4 feet, 10 inches tall, weighs about 130 pounds. Brown eyes, box braids, meaning extensions. She's never ran away before and never has not been in contact with her family. Once again, this is on my Facebook page. I'm trying to do more sharing on the Instagram if I can really get the clear flyer as far as the missing persons report, and also on my Twitter. But her flyer is actually on my page. This is just in today, and she has been missing. 16 years old, has been missing, but just gaining some type of exposure. When I seen that official flyer, I said, okay, now the kid is getting some type of exposure, because I didn't hear from him. And actually, a buddy that I went to college with actually shared the flyer to my page, and I was like, wow. So this just in today. It should be on the news, actually. This is what I'm talking about. There should have been a bulletin with this flying. Every single day since May 3rd, that's how I feel. Straight just segment for that. But anyway, like I said, once again, 130 pounds, 4 feet tall. So not that tall. Brown eyes and box braids. Main thing I would say as far as braids. Never done this before. This has never happened, the family says. We also have Jessica Lynn Morgan, missing from Phoenix, Arizona. She's also needs medical attention. In other words, has some disabilities. Her mother, Janice Lynn Rhodes, has filed a missing persons report. She believes that Jessica Lynn could have got hooked up with the wrong guy, scammed out of money. She said that she would be traveling to San Francisco to meet her new Chinese boyfriend. Her family has yet to hear from her. She's been missing since April the 28th, 2020. Actually, I was working on trying to get Miss Lynn on the phone today, but Miss Lynn has been doing so many interviews. Miss Lynn actually lives here, but way far out VA. Her daughter is from Phoenix, Arizona, and could be missing in California. So it's complicated. It's complicated, and this story kind of reminds me of the same story when we had Terrence Woods Sr. here. Terrence Woods Jr. has been missing since October 2017. He went missing at Arno Grande, Idaho. Film crew of 12 people, him being the only black. He's the only one that went missing. Wow, right? So this is what this case reminds me of, and I'm sure Miss Lynn had to fly out maybe to California, I'm sure to Phoenix. I've been trying to get her on the show, so it may, not this week, definitely next Saturday, Miss Lynn. Never know. Jessica may be found, though. So we're going to pray for that first, right? Bring our children home. In the hoping she comes home safe and sound. Miss Lynn also may come. Miss Janice, her mom, Miss Lynn Rhodes, may come and bring some more awareness to Jessica's case. Also, like I say, some of these cases, people have been found. We have an 11-year-old that was found. I reported this 11-year-old also on my show. Kevon Washington, who was missing from Jacksonville, Florida, has been found. Grace of God. This foster child was found safe and sound. Kevon Washington, 11 years old, Jacksonville, Florida, down south. So, just so happy, man, when I hear these cases of found safe and sound. You know, I don't pretty much think about, well, I try, sometimes I do, like, man, what happened? Wishing we could get more details, but the thing is, found safe and sound. I'm just hoping that they're not in a situation to where as though they will be missing again, running away from home, or whatever the case may be, like every weekend, or stuff that's not right or going on inside of their home that's causing them to run away. Just hoping that they won't continue to do that or run away again. That's why I say sometimes we have to get to the root of the problem and find out really what's the deal. Like, why are children running away? This case right here just in today. 22-year-old Floyd Lester Curtis of Fort Washington, Maryland, has been missing since Tuesday. I think it's Palmer Road in Fort Washington, I want to say. One of the main roads in Fort Washington, Maryland. 22 years old, has been missing since Tuesday, just in this morning on my Facebook page. Once again, he's an adult. So these adult missing cases pretty much sometimes take a little time as far as to be reported, because they say as an adult, within 24 hours you can report it, but they don't look at that as immediate because they're saying that's an adult. Pretty much, adult could have just went somewhere, didn't tell anybody. That's how they look at it. Or adult could have just rolled with somebody somewhere and just decided not to come back home that particular night. That's how they look at that. More so the older cases with adults, and I'm speaking on seniors, most of the time leaving due to dementia, Alzheimer's, stuff like that. So they'll walk away from home and things like that. And fortunately, a lot of those seniors are found. What a blessing. But this guy, and there's something about just his picture, man. I'm just looking and I'm like, damn, what happened? Hoping that everything is just okay with Floyd Lester Curtis. And like I say, Fort Washington, not far. We know Fort Washington is kind of big. And we also know that there's just so many different ways leaving Fort Washington and coming into Fort Washington. That whole area, you guys got so many different barrels going back up this way. You're going back home. You're going back down that way. You're pretty much going back down southern Maryland, as they say. So just praying for the best for 22-year-old Floyd Lester Curtis of Fort Washington. And like I told you guys, every topic, everything that I speak on is on my Facebook page. So feel free to share. My bad. Feel free to share. Feel free to also, if you know someone that's missing, if you want to get your story out there, feel free to reach out to Focus Field. We got a lot of other cases also. I mentioned Terrence Woods Jr., once again missing from Agrando, Idaho. He is a prominent film producer. Terrence Woods Jr. from Capitol Heights, Maryland. We still have Michael Muse missing from Oxon Hill, Maryland. Christian Muse missing from Oxon Hill, Maryland. The son of Michael Muse. He's missing from Oxon Hill, Maryland, ladies and gentlemen, and he's been missing 7 going into 8 years now. And once again, near the Marcy Avenue area, Oxon Hill, mysteriously went missing. Was also on some pornographic sex sites. Police dug into this to try to locate Christian, to see if they know of anyone that could locate Christian, and to no avail, nothing has happened. So we leave a father still in the search for his son. And we all know of Michael Muse that used to play for sing for Ray S's band. So he's still missing. Christian Muse is still missing. Relisha Rudd is still missing, ladies and gentlemen. Relisha Rudd is still missing. Hashtag J4RR. That thing is still up. I haven't posted to that lately, but please, if you want to hashtag J4RR, ladies and gentlemen. And we try to do an event every summer for Relisha, just to keep her name alive, just to bring awareness to Relisha's case. As we all know, Relisha went missing in 2014, March the 1st, from a D.C. General homeless shelter. Relisha will be 14 years of age. Last known person with her, 51-year-old, I call him a creep janitor, 51-year-old Khalil Tatum. Khalil Tatum later killed his wife and killed himself. Still no signs of Relisha Rudd. We pray for the best. We never hope for the worst, but we want to prepare ourselves. In other words, because things happen. And actually, this one of the main reasons why Focus Radio also came into play and it gelled so well, because the platform, Relisha Rudd gave me a story. Relisha Rudd gave me hope. Honestly, like Relisha Rudd really gave me breath to do this. Like, nah, you got to do this now. Ain't nobody talking about this. Ain't nobody, what happened? What about me? What happened to me? The case that shook up the city. And it seems like it had gotten forgotten about. But, we had to bring it back. So, baby girl, I'm still here fighting for you. And like I said, one of the reasons why, I do this show, man, to get my people focused, to bring some awareness. Because the ball had been dropped so many times in Relisha Rudd's case. And I said, you know what? I want to advocate. I want to become an activist for missing people, missing children, missing adults. Because it's scary to have family members to sit and wonder about their loved ones. Maybe never coming home. Gone for 20 plus years, just wondering where they are out there. And everybody looks for closure. And I think in the city of D.C. right now, that's what we're looking for. We're just looking for some form of closure. We're looking for a little birdie or an angel to come down and tell us where Relisha Rudd is. And I feel as though that he was that much of a coward to not let us know what happened to Relisha Rudd. As we well know, her mama gave him possession of Relisha Rudd. And I'll continue to keep saying that. Go back, y'all, and Google Steve Wilkos, man. The Relisha Rudd story. And just listen. Just listen. Why didn't the mob, out of all people, take the lie detector test? Just listen, man. Just listen. So the good thing about it is, man, a lot of these cases, we do have children that are brought home. So we just got to keep on fighting. We got to fight for better laws for our missing. We need more funding in that department for our missing. We need to have better ways to alert the community for our missing. And just better ways to bring some awareness, man. I got a platform, over 80,000 listeners here. So like I say, once again, get your story heard, ladies and gentlemen. Right here on Focus Radio. Y'all already know what it is, man. That concludes the B.O.C.H podcast. But don't go nowhere, y'all. I'm going to take a quick breather, and I'll be back to close out. Take a quick breather. Come right back.